Well, hello, ladies. This is Cynthia with CynthiaWritez.com, which is the place to be if you are a Christian single woman who wants to be married and you're ready to shift from side chick to wife material. So today's video is entitled "All Ugly Women Get Married Too." Now, listen, and I really don't say that to be mean or uncaring or belittling or anything like that. I say that because I have been talking to so many women, and when they're sharing their story and they're pouring out and they're saying, Cynthia, and I just really want to be married. And I'll say, and I'll ask the question, so why do you think that you're not married? And you will be surprised at the number of women who will respond, because I'm ugly. Nobody wants me. I'm this, I'm that. And so if you are that woman, this video is for you, because the only reason women feel like that is because you are comparing yourself with other women. 2 Corinthians 10 and 12 says it's not wise to compare yourself with anybody, right? And so you look at a Beyonce or, some other, a person, whether it's in your circle or just out in the community, and you look at them and you size yourself up based off of what you see, and you determine, oh, well, because they look like this or maybe they're shaped like that, men want them, but they wouldn't be attracted to somebody like me, which is a lie. And that's one of the biggest lies that the devil will use for women, is to get us caught up in our image. And so there's something that I want you to focus on. Okay, so there's some information that I want to give you, and then there's a favor that I'm going to ask of you. So here's the information, and this is what I want you to focus on. There are over 7 billion people on planet Earth. Over 7 billion. And I just really have a hard time believing that out of 7 billion people, there is not one man that will find you attractive. Now this is it. Think about this. Now, we can trust God for our salvation. We come to the cross by faith. We receive what Jesus has paid the price for us to have. And we go on and we rejoice in that. But then when it comes to the area, now let's go back. And not only did he save us, but he's the same God that's able to raise the dead. He's the same God that keeps the universe in place. He's the same God that has blessed you in the past. He's the same God that is able to do exceeding abundantly and above all that you can ask or think. But yet he's not big enough to get you a husband, to send you a husband. And so I want you to meditate on that. That same God that's able to do all of those things, he is the same God, honey, that will give you the desires of your heart as you delight yourself in him. And he can only bless you at the measure of what you can believe for. Okay, so that's the information. Now, here is the favor, because I really need for you to shift your thinking in this thing. There is a Mr. Right for you. There is no such thing as you're too ugly, because those same people that you may be comparing yourself to, trust and believe that there is somebody in this world out of 7 billion people who don't find them attractive. They're not their type. They are not what, they're looking for. You are what they're specifically looking for. And this is it. There is somebody who will take you just the way that you are. But if you are insecure about how you look, or you have these insecurities, and we're just talking about your physical appearance. If Mr. Right showed up today, you would ruin it, because you're too insecure to believe that he will want someone like you. So here's the favor that I want you to do for the next 7 days. Number one, I want you to fix what you can fix. If you are insecure about your weight, or maybe you're insecure about your hair or your dress, those are fixables. Now, for instance, let me just say what's not a fixable. I used to be very insecure about the way that my legs were shaped. I always felt like I was knock-kneaded. And so, unless I want somebody to go break my legs and try to reconstruct some stuff, to me, that's not fixable, okay? So I had to get my focus on those things that I can fix. So if I was self-conscious about my lips, and hey, pop them bad boys. I put some gloss on it. Find a lipstick or a gloss that complements my skin tone or whatever. That was fixable. So if you're self-conscious about your weight, Get on an eating plan. If you need to hire a personal trainer, invest in yourself because that's doable. If you're self-conscious, oh well, my hair, I'm just not able to really do my hair. Invest in yourself and find a stylist. Get styles that that you can rock for a couple of weeks. Like this. This is something that I can rock for a couple of weeks. I think it's nice. It compliments. I like it. I don't have to worry about that. So that's the one thing. Then number two, I want you to find 3 things that you like about yourself. And every day for the next 7 days, whether it's your laugh, your personality, your eyes, your whatever, every time you pass a mirror, I want you to compliment yourself. For example, I used to be self-conscious about my eyes, and this is something that I actually did. I would just look in the mirror and I would say, "Oh, Cynthia, I really love your eyes. They are so pretty." Because Psalms 139:14 says that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. And so you have to understand that you are the bomb.com. So, and if you begin to agree with that, okay, and compliment yourself on a regular basis, it will begin to shift your perspective, shift your thinking of how you see yourself. And the third thing, which to me is the biggest thing, I want you to find scriptures that remind you or echo what God has said about you. Just like I said, Psalms 139:14 says that you're fearfully and wonderfully made, and you have to begin to agree with that in your words. Begin to meditate, what God has said about you. God has created you to be a helpmate. God loves you. God thinks that you're awesome. God thinks that you're beautiful. And you have to know that first before Mr. Right ever knows it second. So the thing that I want you to do, let's recap. Number 1, I want you to fix what you can fix. Number 2, I want you to find 3 things that you like about you, and every time you pass a mirror, you compliment you in those areas. And number 3, find scriptures that echo what God says and what God sees in you, and begin to meditate and begin to say those very same things. Because this is it. There is a Mr. Right looking for you. And he will never find you if you exclude yourself by saying, "I'm not wanted. No one wants me. They want this person, but never me." You exclude yourself. So I want to help you get started just in 7 days to position yourself to be found by Mr. Right in those areas. So this is Cynthia with CynthiaWritez.com, and I look forward to seeing you the next time.